Greetings and salutations, and this is TechRadon here with more Resident Evil Village, and we are here, first of all, for the finale of this Let's Play. I'm really excited, but what I'm not so excited about is we are in for a long one today, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary individuals. We are here for a long one. A really long-ass one. So, if I go silent at any point in this video because of that, I do apologize. I'm not used to commentating anything longer than 40 minutes, and this goes over 40 minutes. I prefer to commentate stuff that stays under 30 minutes, but you know, with Sonic Frontiers being the other Let's Play I've been doing, can't really do that.
First, we're gonna have to take that thing out.
I've got your back, boss.
Now, granted, I did have enough footage here to make this 2 videos, but I felt it fit together as one long video than like 2 shorter ones because of the events that are in this video. You know, I feel like they all should go together as one video. You know what I mean? I felt like it was more fitting to start the finale video playing as Chris rather than start the finale video right before the final boss fight, standing by the Duke. I felt it was better to do it here, which is why it's better to have them as one video. Yeah, what can I say about this? I actually really love the action in Resident Evil Village. Now, if you know my opinions on Resident Evil games, I'm all for the survival horror aspect. And while I do like the shooter mechanics in the series, I don't like the shooter mechanics to turn into a brainless action game. Because, to me, I'm not that invested in action shooter games. They have to be really good. But the thing about this game definitely leans heavy into that. And the RE4 remake will as well. But I do plan to play RE4 remake for the same reason. I love the action here. Because the action here feels fitting. It feels like it works. It doesn't feel like boring or brainless or repetitive. It feels like it works.
Let's go.
The reason why I'm bringing up the action of this game is because this is the most action-heavy video of the entire Let's Play we're gonna have. You thought the last video was action-heavy? Bitch, please. You ain't seen nothing yet. Like, literally, you ain't seen nothing yet. You're gonna see. If you haven't seen a Let's Play this game before, you know that the Heisenberg boss fight was just the start of the action that we're gonna be getting.
I need some backup.
I do like that Chris kicks off. I think Ethan can do it too, but I like that Chris kicks off the enemies like that. It kind of it's actually something that's not even from Resident Evil 7. Because with Resident Evil 7, you would kind of just be backed from an enemy after being attacked. No, that is something ripped straight from the remakes, RE2 and 3 remakes, and I love it. It's something that Claire and Leon can do in particular, and if I remember correctly, if I'm blanking on it, I'm sorry. I haven't played RE3 remakes since the year it released because I don't. Past like 3 playthroughs, which I made myself have alternative objectives just to get my money's worth of the game because the multiplayer game they jammed in there was not it. And yeah, you can tell by the fact I'm playing in 3rd person, but I do have the DLC version of RE8, and I don't like Reverse that much either. I've tried it, I'm not big on it. I think it's a step in the right direction compared to the other one, but I don't like it. If Capcom was to make a multiplayer Resident Evil game, they need to make it its own game. And my reasoning for that is because if they make it its own game, they could potentially throw more resources at that game and make it really good. I think the reason Reverse in particular is not that great is because it was thrown on with Resident Evil Village, which kind of implies to me that they probably developed them side by side, which is which apparently didn't hurt Village, but it hurt Reverse. I'm gonna tell you that. The other Resident Evil multiplayer game that was released with RE3 remake, that one kind of just sucks ass, honestly. I don't think it could have been saved by better development or more time or being developed in its own or anything. I don't think it could. I think Reverse could have. That one couldn't.
Takes a minute to target the point.
Launch! There we go. I'm drinking some nice ice cold water right now. It is refreshing as hell, I'm telling you.
It's a small pity that way.
Like I'm in the most action heavy part of the game. My whole tone, my whole like vibe right now is just I'm laid back, I'm chill, I'm just relaxing, drinking some cold water, watching myself murder like a bunch of lichen. You know, it's just chill vibes, you know. That is the vibes I try to aim for. That chill vibes is what I try to aim for most Let's Play videos. I will have moments where I try to be more funny, or I try to like... There will be moments, obviously, where I try to be more funny, or I try to like exaggerate what I originally felt playing a game. Like, I usually remember, for the most part, the reason why me doing commentary in post works is I usually remember for the most part what I was thinking in that moment in the game. For the most part. Like right here, I was really frustrated. However, this is not really an appropriate moment to like recreate that frustration. I do it when it's appropriate. You know, this is not really an appropriate moment for that, honestly. But I was frustrated here because it did take me a good minute to realize how you got to do this part exactly. But basically, you have to kill enemies. If I'm not mistaken, I think they keep coming. You can't stop. But I did figure out that you can get away from them and launch it. I think, if I remember correctly, that's what you have to do here, because I think the enemies keep coming no matter what. If I remember correctly, I think your best bet is literally to do what I'm doing right now, which did take me a bit of figuring out. See what I mean? You have to do it regardless of if there's enemies around. Something that past me didn't know. I don't know if I cut out my failed attempts at this, and we already passed them, or if we're about to get to my failed attempts. Because I think it's this final one I struggle with, because of the amount of enemies that are around. When, quite honestly, I could just like create distance. This guy, however, does gotta die. That guy is gonna be a problem. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. We do not sell that here, sir. I would like to kindly ask you... Oh, fuck, he ruined it. I was gonna time it with the explosion of that thing. I would kindly, like... Boy, I'm trying to make a cool moment here. I'm kind of... Okay, never mind. I blew it up prematurely. Yeah, oh well. At least he's down. That's what matters. No, he's not. Okay, boy. Oh, okay. So I did keep in my failed attempt here. I released one of them. Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh, Chris, dude, how can this dude punch a boulder? Which Heisenberg jokes about in this game. I actually love that line. But is it Heisenberg? Someone says it. Like, someone calls him a boulder punching asshole. I'm pretty sure it's Heisenberg.
Found a way
I'm
there.
pretty sure it
I'm
is
going in, the rest of
because.
you stay back.
And my reasoning for no, it's during the Heisenberg boss fight, wasn't it? Because we come out with the take. I think Heisenberg like mentions Chris and he's called like a boulder punching asshole. Yeah. The reason why I'm thinking it's Heisenberg, and I know for a fact it's Heisenberg, is because that's a very Heisenberg line to say. Heisenberg has some really funny lines across this game. He really does. At least your first go around. They may not be funny on repeat Let's Plays, but the first time you hear them, you will get a laugh. I don't think I drew attention to whatever the line was said, but he does call Chris a boulder punching asshole, and it is the funniest line in this game.
Boss, you're underground.
We are here for a mini boss though, and yeah, this is basically the same guy we fought in the stronghold, but the reason why I'm calling him a mini boss here is because he's taken down a different way that's actually much faster. And because I just don't see him as being as hard as the main bosses, personally speaking. He's really not. He's really not. I think I struggle with him a little bit because I didn't know what to do. But if I knew what to do from the beginning, this guy could literally be taken down so quickly. Which is why I don't consider him a main boss. I think he's a mini boss. Like the Dimitrescu sisters. Or not sisters, the Dimitrescu daughters. I'm pretty sure he's a mini boss like them.
I'll signal with the locator.
Hell, his stronghold encounter might also be a mini boss, and I just don't know it. But that one felt much harder than this dude does. It might be in part because
Thought so.
Chris is better equipped a little bit. Like, Chris has like faster and stronger weapons than Ethan will ever have in this game for the most part. You can get Chris's weapons as unlockables, so that's why I said for the most part. And you do get more powerful weapons as unlockables as well. Plus, there's Ethan's weapons. The fact Ethan's weapons can be maxed out, which also make like they can be more powerful than they are. I'm saying like my experience with the game though is that Chris's weapons felt more powerful than Ethan's ever did in both my runs of the game. And my second run was a new game plus run, so yeah, they still felt like leagues more powerful. Honestly speaking. Alright, we got him. See, I told you, you take this guy. Or no, we don't got him. We gotta do it one more time. But still, the fact we're already down to one more time, I guess this guy could be considered a boss fight, but it feels weird considering him that, because we just fought two bosses in the last video, and we're about to go to the final boss. I don't think this guy is a boss. I think he's literally a mini boss. I'm pretty sure.
So if Miranda
And
was a fake Neo, where's
I was calling him short, but honestly, it probably took me the same amount of time to defeat him as it did Moreau.
How did Miranda
Moreau is my favorite boss in the game.
moldy little bird told her,
I think I've expressed that. I think he's the most well-designed boss in the game. He's pretty neat to fight.
It's the Megamycete.
It's just sad that his area doesn't live up to the same. His area ain't as bad as the Benevento house. I really don't like the Benevento house, and I think I've been very vocal about that. But
About damn
I like the
time.
puzzles in the Benevento house, but I don't like the rest of it. Like, I don't like I don't like Donna
And two
Benevento.
explosives armed.
I don't like Angie.
Enough there to blow
I don't
the
like the
whole village
giant
sky
baby
high.
monster.
hear him blow the damn place.
I don't
Not
like
before I
the
am Miranda.
environmental scares
taking
because
any
they're
more
not really
chances.
that scary. It's like a hanging
going in.
painting is one of them. Like, that's not scary. That's just a painting moving. Like, compared to other stuff in RE, that's nothing.
Keep your distance. Do not move until
Yeah.
I give the order.
I know it's too late now, but we really should.
I don't mind this way of gameplay. And this combined with me recently replaying RE2 Remake kind of has me hopeful for Resident Evil 4 Remake, because in theory, Resident Evil 4 Remake should feel like a mix of RE2 Remake and Resident Evil Village, which are my two favorite Resident Evil games. So in theory, you know,
This must be Miranda's.
RE4 Remake should be a masterpiece, in theory. Okay. What do we do now? What do we do now? Oh, we gotta shoot that. Okay. Whoa.
Show me your hands! Umbrise, this is Alpha. Where is Miranda right now?
Still at the ceremony site. Whatever she's doing, she's staying put.
God damn. It really is you. I'm glad you're safe, Mia. Why are you here?
I was caught in Houston experiments.
Wait, did you say Mia? Mia Winters?
In the flesh. What's the situation up there?
Kind of a war going on. Nothing we can't handle.
Don't get distracted. Stick to the mission. I'm headed to the ceremony site.
Wait! You can't leave me here. You promised, damn it! You said that you would keep us safe. We did everything that you asked. We moved over here, everything! And I didn't care. So long as we were together. So you tell me, where is my husband? Where is my daughter?
Ethan is... gone. I couldn't save him. But I can save Rose. Come on. It's not safe here after all.
What do you mean he's gone?
He's dead. I'm sorry, Mia, but we have to leave. We have to destroy this village.
No! You're wrong. I tried to keep this a secret, but... you don't understand how special he is.
What's going on? Someone there?
You're so dumb.
Ellen? How are you here?
You're dead.
Dead? I mean, Miranda. She... no. I still have to save Rose.
Wrong! It wasn't Miranda. You were always dead.
What are you saying? I can still...
See? Miranda didn't kill you. You mean you didn't think it was weird? No matter how much you got hurt? Remember. Years ago, the Baker house. You were murdered by Jack. You died there 3 years ago.
That's impossible. No way.
You shouldn't even be able to walk around.
Quit messing with my head.
You shouldn't be walking.
Screw you! Then what am I? Yeah. I did all that. Rose. Mia. I...
Now do you get it? Your whole body is nothing but mold. You can't ever see your family again.
Family. Family. No. Rose. I have to save my daughter.
You're already dead. Dead!
I will save Rose!
At last, he awakes.
Where am I?
My carriage, Ethan. You were having a nightmare.
Duke?
Your battle with Heisenberg was a sight to see. But to think Miranda would show herself.
How long have I been out?
Not long till dawn.
Duke, I need a favor. Take me to Miranda.
I assumed as much and am already on the way. We should arrive shortly.
Thank you.
But Ethan, are you sure of this? Your body is, well, falling apart.
Yes.
Foolish of me to ask.
Speaking of foolish questions, who or what are you?
Even I can't quite answer that. We're here.
I owe you one.
Mr. Winters, I'm afraid you can't return to your old world any longer. Are you ready?
Yeah. I have to be. I gotta go.
Okay, now we are moving on to the final boss. I don't know why there's 20 more minutes of the video. That kind of scares me a little bit. But luckily I did get a little break there, so it is going to be a little easier to commentate for the rest of the video, because I got to skip like 5 minutes of the video because of all that cutscene.
Preparation is
But yeah,
more
let's go
important
ahead and see
than
what we can get from the Duke last second, because we pretty much do not need much at this point. We got our guns, we got our healing items. I think we got enough ammo.
Oh, the assemblage of life.
And we could always we're gonna pick up more ammo if I'm not mistaken. Hey, there's ammo around the Duke somewhere. If memory serves me correct. But yeah. I'm just gonna skip all this preparing.
Please, beware.
Okay, it's a really good thing I decided to cut that preparing that I was doing, like, all that, because that was like 4 minutes.
My beautiful.
I just cut this down to a 38-minute video. Don't know if it's gonna be 38 in the end, because there might be more stuff I cut, but, you know.
You disposed of my
Whatever.
false children and awakened the glorious.
And if you did see me skip cutscene there, that is because this is my second go with the boss. I filmed my first one and the video was running long. Really long. It was like 50 something minutes with my first run in there, so I just decided to yeet it and keep my second, just skip right to my second attempt at the boss. So that's why the cutscene skipped.
Why the hell can't you realize
The cutscenes is skipped, also skipped because originally I was gonna keep my first run of the boss where I failed and died. I was gonna keep it,
Yeah, right. All it's
but
done
I
is
decided
drag
against it when I decided this is all gonna be one long video. You know, basically it's a time reason. I don't want my videos being too long. One, because I can't keep myself entertaining for that long, and two, I feel like somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes is like where I'm good with commentating. More, less than that, I'll have no time for anything, and more than that, I'll kind of like run out of stuff to say eventually. And
After all,
I'm not to that point
everyone
yet,
dies.
luckily, because, you know, like 5 minutes of this video so far has been cutscene
Great mega mice.
that I didn't talk over, you know? So yeah. Oh, this is the part of the boss that fucked me up the first time on my first run.
Now, Mr. Winters,
This part right here.
I think it's time you
Not this time, I think it was the second time she did that fucked me up on my first run, but yeah, if you aren't paying close attention, she will knock you down.
My daughter will be made
Would knock you down, and it's not fun.
last. I've waited a season.
You gotta keep your eyes peeled. This is definitely a challenging final boss. I've seen some people say they're not, like, it's disappointing, but honestly, I love this final boss. And especially comparing it to the final bosses of RE7 and RE3 Remake, this is way better by comparison. I'm sorry. Evelyn was a really underwhelming final boss. And the final encounter against Nemesis in RE3 Remake is really pathetic.
She's my goddamn daughter.
So, like, yeah, this is definitely a big step up from those. You may realize that I'm not mentioning the final bosses of RE2 Remake, and that's because there's 3 of them.
I've never seen a human
There's Birkin G4, there's Mr. X in his second form, and there's Birkin G5. Birkin G5 is kind of pathetic too, just like the other two. It's really weak, it's easy to take down. Just like Evelyn and the final form of Nemesis and RE3 Remake. But the other two are really good final bosses, I will say. I really like the final encounter against Birkin in Claire's story. And as long as it's not the beast scenario, it's, you know, the forfeit counter. The forfeit counter with Birkin as Claire is really great. And so is the boss against Mr. X. Mr. X, I still think Mr. X is the second best boss in the whole game. Not the best. My favorite is Birkin G3. But next to Birkin G3, it's Mr. X, then it's Birkin G4, then it's G1. I'm not big on G2 and G5. I'm not big on those. But the rest of them laid out like that. It's Mr. X, then it's Birkin G3, then it's Birkin G4, then Birkin G1. I think all 4 of those bosses are really great in their own right, but that's how I'd rank them. From best to worst. G2 is definitely at the bottom, like the very bottom. And if G5 wasn't a final boss, I'd be more forgiving of it and would rank it with the, like, above G2, but I think I'd tie it just because it's supposed to be a final boss.
Rose! It's all right, Rose. It's all right. Ethan! Ethan!
Come on, Ethan, wake up.
Chris,
Ethan, you did it. It's finished.
I think we've finished each other.
Ethan, we gotta move. Keep moving, Ethan. There's a bomb in that thing that'll blow this whole village sky high. Hey, look at me. When I hit this trigger, we can't be anywhere near it. Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me? Alive.
Mia, I'm so sorry. I love you. Keep Rose safe.
Hey, hey. Hey. And you tell yourself. Now, come on, it's not that much further.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong.
God damn it.
Goodbye, Rosemary.
Ethan.
Rose?
Go. Go, take us up now.
Wait! Where's Ethan?
Get moving. We have to get clear.
No, we can't go, not without my husband.
Mia, sit down and strap in.
Not before you tell me where Ethan is. I know he wouldn't abandon us. Tell me what's going on. Where? What was that?
I told you to sit down.
Where is he? Chris? What have you done?
He's gone. I tried. He stayed so we could all escape. I'm sorry.
Captain, you need to see this. BSAA didn't send soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
What the hell were they thinking?
Orders, Captain.
Pick up the rest of the squad. Plot a course for BSAA Europe HQ. Someone's got to pay.
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Nobody can touch the moon. It's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then you can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
You were being silly. I don't think the moon feels like
It does. But if...
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is. Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed, Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
We have a clear shot.
Stand down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
Way to keep it together, Rose.
You're a lot like him, you know?
I know.
Okay, and I'm going to be ending off the video here, so see ya.
Game over.